Hi everyone, welcome to Chess Analysis channel. In today's video, we are going to see about the rule of the square in chess endgames. Most basic rule is when the pawn will queen without the assistance of its own king. Well, the rule of the square determines whether it is possible or not. Let me show you an example on this. Let's assume that you are black in this position and you wanna hold this position to a draw with the help of your king by stopping the pawn on a3 from marching towards the 8th rank. Well, you don't need to calculate much longer. Here, the rule of the square helps you in calculating very easily. Let me show you how. An easy method is to construct a square with a diagonal from the pawn to the last rank. Sorry, till the last rank and construct a square. Like I have shown here. If you can able to get into the square with the help of your king, let's say king f5, and now your king is into the square of the pawn, and now you can hold this position as black. Let me show you. A4, king e5, a5, king to d6, a6, king c7, a7, king b7, and it's a draw. Now if it is white to play, again we shall check the rule of the square. Now currently black is not into the square. Now white plays a4, and now the rule of the square renews and the size of the square reduces. Like I have shown here, king f5, a5, again the square reduces, and now black king is not on the box. King e6, a6, king d7, and now again the square is reduces. But now if it is black to move, this position is a draw, but the problem is it is white to move, a7, king c7, and the pawn is now queening. Let me show you another example. In this position, it is white to play and win based on the concept of the rule of the square. This position is one of my favorites. Here white has a outside passed pawn on a2, and the black king is already on the square that I have mentioned here. So the black king can stop the outside passed pawn via this route. So our only aim is to block the black king running to b7. Here white plays this stunning move, pawn to d5. Now black is under huge trouble. Here if black plays something like king to e4, white plays pawn to d6, and now this pawn is now queening. Hence black is forced to play e into d5, and now white plays pawn to a4, and now black can't stop this pawn. I hope you don't calculate much longer because of the help of the rule of the square. Even though black can step onto the box by playing king to e4, but the problem is black's own pawn on d5. Now white plays a5 and the square renews, but black can't step onto that box due to the poor pawn on d5. If black tries something like pawn to d4, queening this pawn, no problem. White plays pawn to a6, d3, and now white plays king e1. And now black is completely losing in this position because the pawn on a6 is queening in two moves, whereas black can't queen the pawn on d3 due to the powerful king on e1. Let me show you another example based on the concept of rule of the square. Here it is white to play and draw. Let's analyze this position. The black king is already on the square of the pawn. Hence black has no problems in this position, whereas white king is far away from the square of the h5 pawn. This position is composed by none other than the famous chess player Mr. Reddy. Here it is white to play and hold this position. Here white plays this move king to g7. Black proceeds with the pawn by playing pawn to h4. Here white plays this beautiful move king to f6. Here the idea is to play king to e7 and then king d7 by keeping an eye on the pawn on h4 by future ideas of king g5 and then king g4. If black plays pawn to h3, white plays king e7. If king b6, king d7, and now both the pawns are promoting. If h2, c7, and both the pawns are queening at the same time. Hence, black's only try is king to b6, and now white plays another beautiful move, king to e5. Again, threatening to play king to d6 to escort this pawn all the way to c8 while keeping an eye on the pawn on h4. Notice that the white king is just one step away from the square of the pawn. Hence, here if black plays pawn to h3, white plays king d6, h2, c7, h1 queens, and this position is a draw. If black tries king takes c6, white plays king f4, and now white is into the square of the pawn and position is a draw. Let me show you another example. In this position, it is white to play. Here, white is just one step away from queening, but the problem is bishop f5 check. Let me show you the lines. c8 queens, bishop f5 check, king c7, bishop into queen, and white is completely lost in this position. If you try something like king into c8, pawn to b5, and this pawn is now queening. Hence, here white tries king to c8. Here black plays pawn to b5. Notice that black can take his time to play bishop f5 sooner or later and chop up this pawn and promote this pawn all the way to b1. Here white is 2 temples away from approaching this pawn. Hence here white plays king to d7. If black plays bishop f5 check here, white plays king d6. If pawn to b4, king e5 gaining the tempo on the bishop. If black tries b3, king into bishop, pawn to b2, c8 queens, b1 queens, and this position is a draw. Hence black should play something like bishop to c8, and now white plays king to d4. And now white is finally into the square of the pawn. Let's move back. Hence here black tries pawn to b4. Here white plays king to d6, threatening to promote this pawn into a queen. Hence here black is forced to play bishop f5, and now white plays this beautiful move king to e5, like before, gaining the tempo on the bishop. Hence bishop is forced to move. Let's say bishop to c8. Here again white plays king to d4, stepping into the square of the pawn, and now this position is a dead draw. That's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed my video. If you haven't seen my previous chess videos, please do check it out by pressing the I button above, and if you wanna see more educational chess videos like this, Do subscribe Chess Analysis and click on the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.